Okay, so who all has had to take an art class in high school?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, who all thinks they're any good at art? Yeah, that's how I felt too. I had to take it as a requirement in high school too, so when I learned how to do that, I was not very happy because I was not good at art. I dreaded the whole class, did not want to do it. But when it came time to do it, I wasn't that bad. I did like the drawing assignments and everything, and it was okay. But there was like one thing that I really, really liked, and it was pop art because I just didn't think it was that hard, and I just really enjoyed doing it. And so today I want to talk about the history of it and a little bit on how to do it. So let's see here. What's next? How do you go to the next one? There we go. Okay. So it was created by Andy Warhol. He's definitely the most famous and most known when it comes to this type of art. And it was created in the 1950s, but it was most popularized in the 60s. It began in the United Kingdom over in the 50s, and it was popularized in the 60s. But like when it got to America, it was like they called it a true art movement, according to Ducksters.com. So some of the most famous artists in this genre is David Hockney, and he was most famous like in the UK. He was like one of the most important artists of the 20th century over there. And another one was Jasper Johns, and he was most famous for his American flag paintings and his painting of numbers called Numbers in Color. And of course, Andy Warhol, he like rose to the front of the art scene with this when he debuted his Campbell's soup cans. That was his most famous thing. So now now that we've had a little bit of history, I'm going to get into like the process of it. So these are some of my ones that I've started but haven't finished yet. They're traced and everything. And so the first step into doing anything is to obviously pick a picture you want to paint. You don't have to draw your own, but if you want to, you can. I'm just not very good at drawing, so I pick other pictures and trace them. And the easiest way to do this is to change them, like put them in a program on a computer and make them into like hot and cold spots, you know, like you'd see on like one of those cameras. So that's like the easiest thing to do. And so that's what this is. So I like put it in a program and then it changed it all this, and this is what it looks like now. Then the next thing to do is to retrace it. You put it on a light box so that you can see all the lines. You want to make sure you get everything, because if you miss one line, you're going to have a lot of stuff running together and it's going to look a little weird. So the next step is to paint it. And these are some of mine that I did. And I really love doing this. It's so fun. I continue to do it outside of school. I had people pay me to do them. I did them for my senior class basketball players my sophomore year, so I painted their portraits of them, and I just really enjoyed doing it. It's not very hard. Like, all you have to do really is like make sure you get every line and just know what colors you want to do and make sure the colors fit together. And that's pretty much it. So in conclusion, whether you're really good at art or not, you just kind of need to try it. I mean, you may figure out that you're like Picasso. Like, you never know. Just try something. So now that we like learned some history and everything, I think you should all try and go, impress your whole family with all your new art skills and go do it. So there we go.